I am Multi-Topic Talk, and I bring you a reaction to the Supergirl 2026 movie teaser trailer. With that being said, I haven't seen it before the current reaction. I also sent the link to others. Let's get into it. I will just bring the trailer here through StreamYard. And we will talk about that right after the trailer. It's quite short, so I don't expect that stream to take too long. I think it will be a very short stream, and even shorter if our guests don't show up. So let's get into it. There we go. This is the trailer. I will play it very soon, but here's what I expect from it. I expect a very, very different version of what we had in the Woman of Tomorrow comic. James Gunn mentioned that as its inspiration to the movie. But here's the thing. I heard Lobo was part of the movie, and Lobo wasn't in the comics. Therefore, I think it will be very, very different because I did read Woman of Tomorrow. We will have a film and shows adaptation when the movie comes out, and I will have read lots of other super comics. So let's zoom in. I will basically give a last warning to my friend to see if she is coming. So here we are. Let's get into it. Okay, there's music. Oh man, we just got crypto.
Most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy.
Okay, I caught the sound because I know it's copyrighted. I see the James Gunn flavor already.
The 23 will be the best year.
Oh, are you kidding me? So, what's going on? We will hear about that music. Actually, we will hear about it because I realized we cannot really cut the sound without cutting what she is saying, which is really annoying when YouTube strikes video for music copyright. Anyway, we will actually leave the music be. I didn't want that, but here we are. Crypto is exactly like he was in the comics, and he's peeing on.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy. Hi, cars are out. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe, it's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Proton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
So what I'm wondering is if she will always be under the red sun, or if they will let her have her power. Because in the comics, they are in a system with a red sun, so for most of the story, she doesn't have her power. and that's also why she's always drunk. It's because of the red sun. So I don't know how much they will really stick to the source material on that one.
Do others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
So she used her E-Vision, so that's not the red sun. And wait, we had Lobo? What's that Lobo?
Superman.
He sees the good in everyone.
Superman.
I think it was Lobo.
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
That was Lobo. So my guess, they may have replaced the bad guy from the comic with Lobo, because that girl with whom Supergirl is hanging with in that trailer is actually in the comics as well. So my guess, they swap Lobo with the bad guy from the comic. That's the best guess I have right now.
Mama.
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Okay, so I will be honest here. I'm a bit disappointed. And here's the why. The comic itself was very dark. It was very serious. And based on that trailer with the rock music, and seems like the tone will be like Superman, but maybe more edgy because the main character is a drunk. And she will be blunt and honest, and she will be rude to people, which is the Supergirl we had in the comic. Oh, there she is. There she is. The sparkle is there. Welcome. Welcome. So I thought maybe something happened and you forgot about me. So I did happen to watch the trailers. Now you're there. Okay. So I will replay it because I'm really curious to hear your thoughts about it. Okay. And we will have a discussion about that trailer after. So before we truly play it again, I will ask you, do you expect anything from that Supergirl movie?
No, I expect to be bad. I already read stuff on it. They said they want to make it toward women and stuff like that. And I don't like that she's like a drunk hoe. So no, I think it's bad. I think it's gonna flop. I made a bet with Derek Anderson. Derek, his name's DA. Chat that it's gonna flop. So I think it's gonna flop.
Okay, well, I will maybe that may change a bit your mind on that, but the source material it's based on is actually great. But after watching a first time that trailer, I feel like they will really ruin the source material with that one, and it's unfortunate because it's one of my favorite comic with a Superman character being Supergirl. She is amazing.
I have a few comics of Supergirl. I have some Supergirl comics too.
The Woman of Tomorrow.
It says enemy. She's holding something. I think it's like enemy. I just got them recently to read
because we had lots of different runs, and the one from that movie is Woman of Tomorrow. And without any spoiler, it's basically a revenge story where a girl is searching for a weapon to fight off someone that deleted their father. And the girl basically searched for Supergirl, and when they meet, it's like, don't meet your heroes because Supergirl is drunk, and that's how they meet.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, about that. Yeah.
So that's the comics it's based on. I've seen the trailer, and the tone just doesn't seem to match with the comic because the comic itself, even if the premise seems very funny and light-hearted, the comic itself is so dark. It's about revenge. It's about redemption. It's very dark, and the reason why Supergirl in that comic is drunk, it's because she is a broken person that lost her world and that shattered her in so many levels. So it's about trauma and how she cannot really cope with trauma. It's
that
one
makes
of the darkest.
sense. Yeah, instead of it being like comedy, yeah. Like
It's one of the darkest Supergirl run I've read. Now I haven't read that many, to be honest, but I fixed that because I bought many Supergirl comic for that movie. But again, it's a very dark story, and I've already seen the trailer once a few minutes ago. So let's run it again, and we will have proper reaction. So we will see what the woman has to say.
Okay. The dog.
You managed to get most of it on the paper this time. Good job, buddy.
She's hangover, and Crypto is being on newspaper with Superman. That's a great start, right?
It is wonderful, yeah. I didn't realize that's what it said on it.
Hi, Cars Zor-El. Hereby declare the 23 will be the best year yet. Let's be honest, babe.
That aspect I think is kind of accurate, but again, I really feel with the tone we got so far, that movie won't take itself seriously, and that's a bummer.
It's not a very high bar to clear.
I didn't know any of you were still alive. What was it like to lose everything in the day?
Krypton didn't die in a day. The gods are not that kind. Okay, this does not look like this is gonna end well. For you guys.
Do you others on your planet have powers like you?
No, it's a pretty small group of two.
Oh, great, you're there. You got the link there if you want to join. So I will admit that she seems depowered the way she was in the comics, which will give interesting perspective. Because in the comics she was basically under a red sun. That would give more power to her enemies and less to her, and that was very interesting. But again, I think as of right now, just based on that trailer, my biggest gripe is really the tone. It just doesn't seem serious enough for the source of material that was kind of very sad. At least they addressed they addressed the world dying at some point with the kind of flashback sequence with the girls and such, the white clothes. So at least
I just understand why everything seems the same now. All the jokes. So I've seen these jokes before. Everything feels like deja vu when I watch it. I hate it. Everything feels the same.
And you're the target audience, which is kind of tragic.
What Superman like?
He sees the good in everyone. And I see the truth.
Well, that's a nice question. So I will say it's not bad, but I'm worried about the movie itself. That's more like it's a bit sad in that aspect. I was a lot more hopeful when the Superman trailer dropped last year around December as well. I was a lot more hyped for Superman than Supergirl, and again, I will kind of repeat what I already said. I liked a lot Woman of Tomorrow. That's one of my favorite comic I've read, and as of right now, I've read a lot. It's like easy, like top 5 for me, and I just find that unfortunate. I don't think that movie will capture very well that comic, just based on what the teaser trailer wanted to say. It seems like a bit more edgy Superman, but I think they will still keep it like PG-13, and that's a bit unfortunate, that aspect.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'm wrong and the movie turns out to be amazing. But
Both know
only time will tell. So you've seen the entire thing. Oh well, there's another 10 second actually. I can't remember if there's something going on in the 10 second. Well, no, not really. Okay, well,
and I'm tired
we've
of this.
seen the entire thing.
Songs too. They just keep reusing songs over and over in every movie. Like, it's really annoying. I don't know.
We've seen the entire thing. What are your thoughts on that teaser trailer?
It reminds me of too many other movies. I just like the scene where she has all the laser pointers at, guns that are whatever. It reminds me of another scene. I swear that happened. They do that a lot. It just reminds me of a lot of other movies. It's just annoying. Like I just don't feel like anybody can come up with their own shit anymore, jokes anymore, or anything like that. And I think it's gonna be stupid. And it would be. From what you're saying with it being dark and stuff, I wish they would just go with a more.
We don't need Supergirl to be a female Superman. I'm sorry,
Yeah, true,
we already have Superman. And again, that Supergirl story, Woman of Tomorrow, is hands down one of my favorite. Oh, Gray is there. The Gray is there. What are your thoughts, Gray? Welcome.
It's Gray. Hey, Gray.
Hey, how's it going? So I might be an asshole. I'm super biased. So I'm not familiar with a ton of Supergirl content. But man, this Woman of Tomorrow run is just like amazing. I cannot talk enough about how amazing it is. It goes into like deep and dark trauma and what Supergirl had to actually endure and why she sees things completely different than the baby who missed all of it. She was a teen when everything went down on Krypton. But not only that, she was in a second kind of incident where there was possibility for her to be saved, and then she saw everything being destroyed a second time. Just she has experienced trauma on top of trauma. There's a reason why she's not like the Boy Scout that Clark is. And just
Exactly.
man, Tom King just did this. He just did this amazing run in Woman of Tomorrow. I was talking it up so much that my wife actually asked for. I'm getting her the hard copy of it for Christmas. So yeah, I don't know. I really can't.
Want to read it?
Yeah,
I used to own it and I cannot find it. I don't know if I lent it out or what happened to it, but I actually got her interested in it, and she never likes comics. But man, like just the deep meditation on trauma. It is amazing. It's so earned in this too. I didn't watch the trailer. I was waiting to watch it with my wife over the weekend. We finally saw it. I think it was like Friday night or something. But I had watched the discourse all last week where everyone was just talking so much shit on this. Like, can you believe that she is shitting on Americans? She is saying truth, justice, and whatever. Like, what? She doesn't even care about America? Did you see that they had the dog piss on Superman? That's saying James Gunn is pissing on Superman. I don't know. I can't get over like this bullshit criticism. Yes, the dog pissed on newspaper. That's what happens. That's what a lot of people use to like when they are poor owners, which it's shown in the previous one and in this one. She's not a good person. She's not a good dog owner. She's been through a lot of trauma and she is very messed up. But lazy people put down papers for their animals to kind of go on. I don't think it's anything more than that. You can read way more into it if you want to.
Does this say Superman on the newspaper?
It does. Yeah, it has a big picture of him.
So yeah, so then
there's a secondary story. Okay. Maybe, but there's a secondary story on there that people aren't reading into where it's a really small story of Supergirl, as if saying that she is, overshadowed by a giant Superman and she is seen as lesser. And then the dog pisses on that. But nobody's talking about the fact that she's also on there. You see the little one to the right? That's a Supergirl story.
Oh, okay, I get it. Oh, yeah, okay. That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
He pisses on both of those. So it like, okay, fine. I don't know. And then everyone's calling it like some sort of like, it's exactly the same as Guardians. It's this group of friends that all get together and they form a team.
Though. It did.
There's no team.
Yeah, but it's the schematics of it though, like the way when they did the lasers and stuff like that. Kind of like
The
that.
laser, the laser scene is actually something that was there. There was something going on very similar in the comic itself. So that was probably one of the few shots that I'm like.
Well, I've just seen it before. I've seen it tons of before. So
yeah,
no, for sure. And the '80s music probably doesn't help, but there's a reason why they're using "Call Me." So it's the Blondie song "Call Me." It's from American Gigolo. What's it kind of about? It's about somebody that you can call at any time. She is being asked to do this favor for this little girl. If you get more, and I'm not even sure if they're going to use this song in the movie, but essentially, as Multi was alluding to, there's this little girl who had bad things happen. She runs into Supergirl and she's like, "You've got to avenge me." And she doesn't want to do it, but she reluctantly takes on the task. It's not like this giant group of people. It's 2 people on a revenge thing. And Supergirl only gets hooked onto it because of kind of a John Wick type of situation. That's I don't know.
I think you said too much. You said too much.
It's done very well. So I don't know. I don't know how close they're going to stick to the source material, but one of the writers and consultants on this is Tom King, the dude who actually wrote Woman of Tomorrow. And they added Lobo.
I'm more hopeful.
Yeah,
now.
He's one of the writers for it, man. He's overseeing all of it. So I think they're going to stay pretty true to it. And then there was things that he wanted to do with the 10-issue series that he wasn't able to. He wanted to bring Lobo in, and they wouldn't let him. They get Lobo in this time. So Lobo. He's awesome. He's this he's a space biker. He's kind of awesome. It's Aquaman, Jason Momoa. He's left the Aquaman role and is coming back as a biker, as he should be. Lobo.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of like DC's Wolverine in a way.
But I'm surprised something was brought in. I'm actually a bit more hopeful now. I'm glad you joined in because now I got more hopes. Now again, do you think the trailer, because we got a different perspective, like we both like the comics. Again, I will repeat what I already said. It's one of my favorite Supergirl comics, and even Superman. I think the closest thing there is for me to Superman to this Woman of Tomorrow thing is probably Superman the Exile. That's probably the closest thing I'd say that was as good. But Woman of Tomorrow is one of my favorites. So as someone that seemed to enjoy it probably as much or maybe more than me, would you say this teaser trailer capture very well the tone of the comics?
I think so, but man, it's so hard to tell from a teaser trailer. There is so little dialogue going on here. It's mostly just Blondie's "Call Me," and then you see like action scenes and things that people might think is somewhat exciting or something. A lot of the criticism that I've seen is like, they're making space. Oh, it's going to be a sad scene. So they're making space look dirty and stuff. They're not the first ones to do that. Like all of Star Wars and stuff, like almost every space thing, aliens, like all of these are dirty, gross, dusty space. The only ones that were clean are like Star Trek and like 2001: A Space Odyssey. Other than that, space is grimy, space is dirty. I don't see them like borrowing from like the Guardians aesthetic for that. I think it's really hard to tell from a teaser trailer whether something's going to be good. I don't see anything here that concerns me. So that's Lobo. You only get to see him in the shadows. You don't really see it, but supposedly that's Jason Momoa in those shadows. But if you remember from like the teaser trailer, Suicide Squad, like the original one, not James Gunn's one, that looked good from the teaser trailer. In fact, so good that they got the company to cut that to edit the entire movie, which turned out to be complete and utter dog shit. So I don't know. I don't want to say that this proves it's going to be good, but I'm not concerned yet. Everything that I'm seeing like looks pretty good. I don't know if they're going to use Blondie in the actual movie. That is the one thing that kind of reminds me of it. They're using 80s soundtrack, but it's a teaser trailer. I really don't know. So I'm not concerned, but everything that I'm seeing on this, I'm on board for. But again, I'm white knighting for this. What can I say? I love me some Woman of Tomorrow.
And I'll also say again what you said in the comics. It's I didn't think of it while I was watching the trailer, but now that you mentioned it, it looks dirty and all of that stuff. I actually agree with you based on that, and that's actually what was going on as well in the comics, because I think the aesthetic of the comics they were really good at showing how it's like a third world space thing. It wasn't really pretty either. So now
There
that
were
you brought
space
this up,
buses for some stupid reason. I like it, but like it's not just made for this to make it funny that she's at a bus stop. Like one of the covers, one of the most famous covers, is like her, the girl, and a bunch of aliens waiting at a bus stop. It's great.
yeah. But
The
again,
space bus stop.
now that
I'm
you
waiting
brought
for them to
this
say
up,
she's not sexy enough. Oh wait, they did say that.
oh, are you kidding me? There are really people complaining about that.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I forgot. I
hope
watched
not.
DH stream last night. And he was
It's
complaining about how she
stupid.
wasn't hot. I
Eh.
know. I know.
It's
It bothers me a
stupid
little bit.
because the point of Supergirl is not her being sexy. Like Wonder Woman, that's her point. But like Supergirl, not really. Anyway, so you seem more awful. I'm still like I'm skeptical. I'm like I really enjoyed Superman. I'm afraid Supergirl might be too close to Superman. But now that you said Tom King is part of it, I got a bit more hopes. Hopefully,
I hope they do it
that-
justice.
Yeah, same. Because again,
I know it's gonna be sad if they don't. It's bad. You're
I
gonna
will
be
never
sad.
praise enough Woman of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Superman. My wife didn't like it nearly as much. She wanted more of the backstory. She didn't understand like anything that happened on Krypton. She wanted to know that. I think this is going to give that backstory and answer a lot of those questions for people.
Too many things
especially
going
since
on in
there's-
that Superman. Too many.
Yeah,
things.
I mean,
Too much.
they threw you into the middle, and then they're doing that like 3 days, like all that thing. It was a weird choice.
I hated the
I don't hate
horror
it.
or whatever thing. I hated the parents part. The video part.
So
They didn't
that
even
was
have
the
that.
other part. She wanted to
Yeah.
know like what's going on with that, and I think this is going to answer those questions. I do believe we're getting shots from Krypton, and man, I really hope he's able to kind of answer everything. But this is kind of the first big one that's not in James Gunn's hands, so we'll see. I hope they get the tone right. I really don't know. I can't white knight this. They've got Tom King in there, so I think they got it. But I don't know. We'll see. I have hopes that this will be as good as the book because the book is amazing.
Yeah, the book is amazing.
I
We
still hate
agree
the
on
dog
that.
with a passion. No.
You need to find it, Miss Sparkle. I'm sure if you click on eBay and try to find it, Woman of Tomorrow, amazing comic.
I'll go to the bookstore I go to. What's where I got the comic books recently.
Yeah,
So I'll go there
it's
and ask
probably
them
there
for it.
because it was quite
Mhm.
popular and it's still recent. So I think it was 2021 or 2022. It's very
So, yeah, I've
recent.
been wanting to read more anyways. Back to reading more. Yeah. I was gonna play
and
games
yeah,
but since my hands messed up. I can't. So I'm gonna read.
the idea tonight was kind of short, and I'm glad Gray and Sparkle joined. So I guess, except if any of you would like to add anything else, I think we will go to the outro and basically call it a night for now.
I felt
Anything
dressed up
else?
for that. You suck.
Anything else to add, Miss Sparkle or Gray?
No. Bye.
Well,
No,
uh,
I hope it's good, but who knows? Only time will
It's
tell.
nice to have
This
you.
is a
Ray. You
teaser.
seem very passionate about it.
exactly, exactly.
I hope it's good, man. But yeah, teaser trailers. I don't know. You can't tell anything from it. It's a music video essentially.
It's a music video. That's true. That's accurate. So, we will talk a bit backstage, but what do you have going on, Miss Sparkle, on your end of the internet?
All the people he was streaming with, all the communities blew up. They all are fighting. So I'm nowhere. It kind of
That's
sucks. 'Cause I was
tragic.
actually really enjoying streaming. But yeah, I look like shit. But yeah, no, everyone's gone. And I wasn't even part of it. I'm gonna take my face off. I look like crap. But yeah. So yeah, nothing. I have nothing.
I'm always here for you. If you need to talk. What about you, Gray? What do you have going on?
Not a lot. Kind of busy with work, and then every once in a while I get a stream over on the Last Panel. That's YouTube at the Last Panel 1. It's a bunch of nerds, people who champion a bunch of different things. Tuesdays we usually talk about comedy, and Friday something entertainment wise. But other than that, just work, man. What about yourself, Multi? What do you have
guys?
going on?
You guys? I'm talking about the one I joined. The one in the chat. It's a bunch of sexy men. Yeah.
Oh wow. Well,
That's true.
on my end of the internet, well, it's December. Things are slowing down, but tomorrow I will be talking about Smallville, the last 2 seasons. Outside of that, Saturdays usually, except if I have people at my place. Usually Saturdays are political stream because Canada is really going a very dark path of censorship and really backdoor room deal that aren't that democratic are going on. Canada is in a really bad spot, and for the first time in my life, I'm considering maybe moving elsewhere. Hopefully, if Alberta truly separates in 2026, looks like it will happen because Canada is all messed up. But if that happens, I think that will be my second home if they truly separate. Outside of that, well, at some point, I will be doing a movies tier list for 2025 because I've seen lots of movies. I've seen, as of right now, I've seen 152-ish movies that came out this year, which is more than I did for 2024. I cannot wait to do that tier list. And
152 movies. Is that what you said? How many movies?
Yeah, that came out this year.
That's a lot. You saw that many movies? That's a lot.
Yeah, I've seen even more. I'm about to hit 400 movies overall. I've seen in the entire year, but like movies that came out in 2025, I'm at 152. And my guess is Gray probably has seen more because Gray had me beat last year on that.
I'm close, but no, you got me beat right now. I think I'm at like 139 or 140.
That's crazy.
I'm like that.
How do you have time for that?
I took it
wow.
easy. I don't sleep, and when I work out, I usually have a movie going at like 2 times speed. That's if I know it's gonna be bad. If it's a good movie, I watch it at regular speed.
And I've seen lots of movies in theater this year, and I've brought my girlfriend with me on a lot of these because she also likes theater. She doesn't like as much movies as I do, but she still likes it a lot. But that being said, well, we will talk backstage, and we are out for now.